Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're back, and hope you had a wonderful weekend. Right now, we're going directly into racism. Yeah, that's right, more of it. And no, it is not white onto black racism, where the white man continuously wants to be racist towards a black person. It is, of course, the black person being racist towards white people. And as I've been saying before, that black racism is increasing steadily and consistently in this country, and it's time to expose it. Because, yeah, it seems that all that white privilege and BS that the media and so-called government is trying to do to us is just trying to divide us more. So what I want to try to do is expose it and then try to stomp it into the ground so that it doesn't really exist. And maybe we should stop using white privilege. Alright, without further ado, let's go into it. City probing anti-white text linked to black superintendent. Oh my, well that doesn't sound too good. Well, let's get into this. The city is investigating widely circulated screenshots of anti-white text purportedly written by the black superintendent for state and island schools, officials told the Post. The inflammatory texts vowing to get rid of white principals and clean up this island are attributed to District 31 Superintendent Marion Wilson. The screenshots were sent in emails to Chancellor Banks and other Department of Education and city officials from the encrypted email address MikeBoy70 at protonmail.com. Wow, MikeBoy. Well, we're really reaching new levels of degeneracy. Although, of course, my email is reddragonofdevotion at yahoo.com, so see how we still keep the emails that we have that we made at 12 years old. Anyway, a message sent there got no response. The screenshots which two principals forwarded to the Post are troubling. No more white principals on my watch, says one text under Wilson's name. So, we are going to read the actual text. I need to clean up this island. White folks need to recognize this is not the boys' club anymore. A strong black woman runs this bitch now, and they can either get on board or get out. If they don't get out, I'm going to take them out one by one. They're not gonna know what hit them. Gonna be fun. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. I couldn't do it without my deputy. And then we have another one that goes on to say, did you hear about all the excitement yesterday? Spill, says the other person. Of course, the racist black woman says, Chris's white ass is gone. It's happening. And the other person says, just like that. And then the racist bitch, white black bitch, goes on to say, agreed to take CL. She won't cause issues. If anything, she'll keep the white folks off my back. That was the only thing Chris was really good for. Have to make sure she knows her place from the start. And then we have other screenshots that are going on to say that purports to show how someone texting Wilson about two white Staten Island principals, David Kuguni, Susan Wenger, HS, a nephew of the late Christy Kuguni, a former District 31 superintendent, and Nicholas Melee of IS 51. LOL, Melee and Kuguni better play nice. They're first up on the chopping block, it says. After NYPD officer was accused of punching a girl near IS-51 on January 3rd, Wilson sent Banks and a team of DO supervisors to walk through the school to check on the well-being of students. The review found the building safe and without serious problems, but sources believe Wilson was cracking down on Melee. Wilson, 52, did not return a request for comment. After the DOE press office, my apologies, alerted her to the email, she denied writing the text, contending that enemies are trying to smear her, and officers told the Post. The DOE told the Staten Island Press Friday that the texts are fake and that the Special Commissioner of Investigation for City Schools is probing their origins, a claim of the SEI flatly denied in the statement to the Post. Which I find hilarious if they're going to find it fake, because there's a very easiest way to tell whose phone it's from. Because all you really have to do is go to the actual person's number or track their phone, and it kind of easily shows that which person's phone, which person actually sent the message. So it's really not that hard. So, of course, the racist always has to say, this was not me, this can't possibly be me, because women obviously cannot accept accountability, which is hilarious. So, yeah. An SCI spokesperson said they received a complaint about the text, referred to the DOE for appropriate action. SCI confirmed it has open investigation on related matter, but it would not discuss it. The SCI also blasted DOE spokeswoman Nathaniel Stranger's statement that SCI is not investigating Wilson. SCI is investigating fake texts and spoofing. The SCI spokesperson countered that is not an SCI statement, and DOE should know better than to speculate on confidential investigations being conducted by SCI. Regardless, DOE's press conference does not speak for SEI. SEI's statement was that we do not confirm or discuss matters that are pending. A Staten Island parent who was a child in the public schools was concerned after seeing the screenshots. It's disturbing. There's got to be an investigation, the parent said. If it's true, you don't want somebody like that running the show in the district. If it isn't true, somebody should be held accountable for that. It needs to be transparent. One Staten Island official recalled in Wilson's defense that she appointed a white principal, Brandon Cho, at PDS 56 after his predecessor died last year. But Wilson has spoken openly about seeking to hire more BIPOC, Black Virginians, and people of color to do the work in Staten Island schools, the parent said. Lack of black educators were honored at the Black History event last month at the College of Staten Island, hosted by City Council member Camilla Hanks and State Assembly Assistant Majority Leader Charles D. Fall. I wanted you to understand how incredible it is through the leadership of Superintendent Dr. Marianne Wilson and our counselor David C. Banks that we are now looking at 15 black principals on Staten Island. Banks said, "Well, the person says it's not reverse racism or anti-white to teach kids about history. Sorry, it would make your answers look bad, but maybe they should have thought of that before being assholes. Can't believe," the racist person says, "can't believe she said white people experience racism too. That's it, I'm done. No more white principals. On my watch, dumbass. Hashtag diversify." So, yeah, that's what this person says. The Council of School Supervisors and Administrators, which represents principals, did not respond to a request for comment. State Assemblyman Michael Rayleigh of Staten Island would not discuss the screenshots, but said in her 2 years as superintendent of District 31, I have only urged her to be an ally for our public schools and advocate for students, parents, and teachers. She's a reliable public servant who has always interacted with me and my staff with the utmost professionalism and respect. Yeah, of course. Staten Island has the highest percentage of white students of any district, 43.3% compared to 14.7% citywide. DOE show the racial makeup includes 28.8% Hispanic, 58.2% Asian, and 12.8% Black. Well, I don't really see how that really matters, or why should I care? So, yeah. Overall, that this person is racist. It's quite obvious that this isn't the case, and the fact that she says that white people cannot be obviously discriminated against or have dealt with racism is a bunch of BS. Or do we have to go back to where a white person was brutally killed in LA for a black person running him over with his car, then running out and saying white privilege while stabbing him to death? So, yeah, that's not white racism. That's not him being racially prejudiced at all. But of course, these people just want to say that that's not happening when it's true. Of course, we're having a huge amount of black racists coming out. Hopefully I can start protecting more white people from this active amount of black racism, and maybe get this country, maybe to less diversify itself, and maybe get more on the correct part of maybe be more allies to each other, less racist to each other, and maybe, I don't know, make this a very less racist country, so that way we don't have problems. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, as always, take care.